Hey guys, it's me, John. Um, in case you didn't see the announcement today, Miso, my beloved little panda at the Greensboro Science Center, has passed away, and it was. I don't know. I'm just here to talk. This is a therapy session for John, and y'all are welcome to listen to it. Um, Most of you know that 2 years ago, Miso showed up to the Greensboro Science Center as part of the Red Panda kindergarten. I can't even say that right. Kindergarten that they were doing. And I got to be a part of it. And I started going every month and I started watching Miso along with Zuko and Azula grow and become red pandas. And I got to experience some of the most magical and amazing moments I've ever spent with any animal, which, for a guy who hosts this podcast is saying something, with those pandas. And while I love all three of them, Miso just took my heart immediately. It's funny, not this week's episode, not Tuesday upcoming, but the one after that. You're actually going to get to hear a little bit more about me. So I'm not going to spoil why or how, but it's a pretty special thing, and I can't wait to share it with y'all. But yeah, Miso was awesome, and I I had a show tonight playing in Philly, and when I got back to my dressing room after just destroying the stage, just a killer show, I was riding on a 10, and since this is my show and I'm running this tour, I have a lot of responsibilities, and so I was very elated, but also very practical minded, just realizing, that there was a lot to do. And I grabbed my phone and I saw possibly the most notifications I've ever seen after a show in my entire life, which is saying something. And I scrolled really quickly through and I just saw the word over and over again, Miso, 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 Miso. And then at the bottom of the pile was a text from Becca Robinson, the PR person and, more importantly, incredible friend of mine at Greensboro Science Center. And I just got so sad. And yeah, I suddenly found myself crying in a dressing room. And luckily, the guys I'm touring with, the band I'm touring with, all know and support Raw Safari and know about my love of red pandas. And honestly, some of them follow along enough that they even know who Miso is. So there were lots of hugs and lots of really nice words said and moments. And but yeah, I was just kind of bawling in a dressing room outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania tonight, and that's how it goes sometimes. It was such an interesting experience getting to be a part of sharing the Red Panda kindergarten class and then continuing to share Miso, right? Like Becca and I have talked about this, and we are very aware of the fact that together we helped to make Miso a beloved animal. And when when she was diagnosed with this disease, it was something that definitely was something that we thought about, and that's a responsibility. And what a lot of facilities do is they shy away from allowing animals to become social media stars or to become popular, too beloved, because at the end of the day, if something happens, then you've got a whole crowd of people that are going to be sad or upset or hurt or whatever. But I think it's freaking awesome that Miso turned into a star. I have been doing the podcast for over 5 years now, and Ross Safari is an Instagram account for I think 7. And there are certain animals, mostly red pandas, that people ask for pictures of. Kumbi, the red panda, and Slash, the red panda, and Bandit, the red panda, and Aya, the tree kangaroo, are all, pretty popular. But in the last 2 years, no animal has gotten more requests, more messages, more people begging me to share updates and share pictures than Miso. And I get it. I get why. She's a freaking rock star. And we all just loved her. And I love that. I love that Miso made so many of you care so much about her and about red pandas and travel to Greensboro. There are so many people that have told me that they went to the Greensboro Science Center in Greensboro, North Carolina, just to see Miso. And that means that whether you were already a panda lover or not before Miso, you were more passionate about red pandas because of this little girl. It's crazy to think about the fact that she had this wild impact on so many humans and didn't know it. She never saw most of you. She never met but a few of us. And so I think that Becca and Sarah and the whole PR team at Greensboro Science Center deserve all the props for letting this happen and, continuing to share Miso with the world, even knowing that there was a good chance that she was going to pass away young. I think that's what facilities should do. They should share the reality of the lives of these animals. And, I will tell you, and I can only speak for myself here, but, having so many people reach out and commiserate and care and share their favorite stories of Miso or their favorite pictures of Miso and stuff, it made this night easier. Once I left my dressing room, I had to go and do a bunch of stuff where I had to pretend to be perky and happy and not crying. But then I got back to my hotel room and I'm alone, and I love that I was able to text with some of Miso's care team and with Becca, and also just read so many beautiful comments from so many of you on Instagram. I know I didn't respond to a lot of them, but this podcast is kind of me responding to them. But also it's hard. I don't even want to be on socials right now. And obviously when it comes to giving props, the care team, I mean, Kelly Roush is the person who I spent the most time with the pandas, but the entire care team at Greensboro did such an incredible job with this little girl, and they gave her such a longer life than she would have had with this disease. And they loved her so flippin' much. I couldn't be prouder of that team and the work that they did. And so, yeah, and that extends to the veterinary team as well. They're an amazing team and they work so hard to save Miso. And they also had to make the hard but ultimately correct decision to say goodbye. And that can't be an easy decision to make. So, yeah, given props to all of the awesome humans that were involved with this. When I think of the best experiences I have had with animals, and let's be honest, those are the best experiences, period. I constantly go back to my visits to Greensboro, and especially to the day that we painted with red pandas. And then they decided to crawl all over me. I actually brought the socks that they ruined by painting on them, and by ruined, I mean made awesome, on tour with me right now. They're on the road with me as my kind of good luck socks. Don't worry, I'm not a weirdo who wears the same socks for every show or anything, but I'll be wearing Miso painted socks tomorrow at my show all day, but yeah, for sure. And yeah, I don't have a brilliant thing here. I wanted to talk to my audience while this was raw and real. I'm not even using my microphones or anything. This is just a voice memo on my phone, and I apologize for that. But I kind of had to do this one in bed. I'm a sad boy. But yeah, at the end of the day, Miso, Princess Miso, Mimi, Miso Fari Soup. That was one of the things that we called her because we weren't weird at all when we were having fun. What an amazing, amazing red panda. And the impact that she has had on people and the impact she has had on me and on her care team. Still never know. But oh, I miss her so much already. Anyway, thanks for listening and letting me. Thanks for being my thousands of therapists. I appreciate y'all. Goodbye, Miso.